Okay, so I want to call Ramses. Please come to the pulpit. Ramses, please come to the pulpit. Please come to the altar. Please come to the front of the temple. Please come to the front of the congregation. We need, listen, all faiths, all different types of faiths. We need to come together and condemn this man named Ramses. Ramses, with your jump rope head ass nigga, your Twizzlers in the back of your head rat tail ass nigga, your wannabe progressive ass nigga, but you really a Caribbean at heart ass nigga, you El DeBarge ass nigga. You, I like it, I really like it ass nigga. You feel the beat of the rhythm of the night ass nigga. You freaking, what else, y'all? You Purple Rain wannabe ass nigga. You, We Are the World ass nigga. You, Jerry Curl ain't quite right like Luther's curl ass nigga. Please come. I beg you, bring your ass. Bring your ass to the front of the congregation, because we the people, we the viewers of Netflix, we need to talk to you. Listen, I thought Tyler was a criminal, a liar, a gaslighter. No, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Ramses, who lays in the cut like a thief in the night to deliver a final death blow to our dear Marissa. And I told y'all from the beginning, Ashley and Marissa were my favorite, and Marissa's my number one favorite this season. Ramses, what did I tell you guys? Go back to the first episode. I told y'all about these cancer niggas. I said it. Go back. I said cancer men. Cancer men, y'all. They will act like they're so innocent. I'm telling you, this is shit that I've lived. Cancer men will gaslight you into oblivion. They'll go along with everything, and then finally, when they just cannot take it anymore, they'll either, so it could have gone two ways. I give him one prop. He could have stuck with it. Even though he was not feeling Marissa like that, he would have stuck with it and married her anyway, and freaking flipped her life upside down later on, and turn her into a shell of herself and burst her bubble. Or they'll just break up with you because so basically what he was wanting, he wasn't getting. Like the whole birth control, it was a tick off his list. And he saw that he couldn't control her from the jump. See, if he saw that he was able to control her, if she gave in, when he was like, oh, you're not giving me any, if she gave in, he would have married her. Because he would have seen that he can control her. So now, Ramses, this is the second part of their breakup. We saw the beginning of it last episode. So now this episode, it opens up with the continuation of Ramses' bullshit. Ramses, it's just a word salad. All I'm hearing is, I don't know if our energies match. You see, he's trying to put on his freaking esoteric and progressive hat. Y'all see that? Listen, these people, when I tell you these types of men are gaslighters, they are users, they are narcissists. And I say that, I don't use that term loosely, because they so believe in themselves that whatever bullshit they spew, they expect people to buy in and to believe them. So that's why he had the unmitigated gall to talk the way he was talking. It made no sense to me. He said that with just her energy. What's wrong with her energy? You loved it. Marissa is bubbly and effervescent. He loved it. So what? Nothing about her energy changed. She was always optimistic. So that was one excuse. And all his excuses, they're veiled bullshit. Because in reality, he couldn't get the punani when he wanted it. And low key, I feel like he's a sex fiend. And I think what threw him off is when Marissa said she has an autoimmune. He was like, oh shit, I ain't got time for that. That's what it was. He said, nope, he doesn't want that. He wants you to shut up and put out. Even when there are men like that, you guys know this, right? There are men, you could be on your deathbed. I'm going to start a Patreon one day and tell y'all some shit that I've been through. You could be on your deathbed. They still will try to climb on top of your pseudo corpse to get off. I'm telling you. Ramses wasn't having it. He heard first of all, she's an educated woman. Advanced degree, law degree. So that's already a strike against her. I don't think he's degreed. I don't think, if I remember correctly, Ramses does not have a college education. He said something about he dropped out or whatever. So that's strike number one. Strike number two, not only does she have a degree, she has an advanced degree. Law. Strike number two. Strike number three, she was in the army. She sounds like she's a decorated Navy. Like she was in the Navy. She sounds decorated. She did a lot of things in her time in the army that, you know, a lot of people don't get to do. I think she was like steering big ships and big rigs. Notice he tried to burst her bubble. He tried to burst her bubble. Her accomplishments. He tried to diminish her accomplishments and minimize them. That's another strike. Add on top of that, she ain't always gonna give you the nookie if she don't feel well. She probably was PMSing around the house and just wasn't feeling well, and that threw him off because he always expects her to be bubbly, kissy, put out. But she's also human. That's the problem with some of these men. They want you in that one idea in their mind. That one, image that they've painted of you. And they fail to realize that we as women are multifaceted. But he had her in a box. As soon as she stepped out of the box, he got uncomfortable. And he grew disenchanted with her. See, that's the thing with limerence, y'all. Pure limerence. This is why I always say welcome to Love is Blind, aka the limerence show. Because the allure dried up for Ramsey. When her human side came out, he ain't want it. Another red flag, he realized what he put his ex-wife through. I could only imagine. You think, listen, a zebra ain't gonna lose his stripes? They'll lose his stripes after divorce? Absolutely not. And it hurt me so much when Marissa was sobbing. Like, she really gave this her all. That's why she told Ramsey, you should not have come on this experiment. That was very selfish of him. Because there are people seeking real and true connections and a marriage. That broke my heart. We ride at dawn for Marissa. We ride at dawn. Ramses is trash. Trash, I tell you. He gave so much bullshit. Like, how? That not only is this humiliating, and then she was so hurt. She asked him, are you sure? Are you sure? Oh my God. And people probably are getting on her. A lot of women say, no, you couldn't tell me. You listen, you got one time. You got one time to tell me no. Listen, lies. Women, we are different from men, very different. We love wholeheartedly. We cannot, listen, we can try to act all detached all we want. When we give our all, we give and love with our whole mind, our body, our soul. And that's what Marissa did. No fault of her own. She didn't do anything wrong. And the thing is, with these men, he kept giving her false reassurance. He kept telling her, no, we're good, we're good, we're good. So she's thinking they're good. She believed in him. She believed in what they had together. But that's the only thing. For him, it wasn't the same. It was limerence. Ramsey was in pure limerence. Maybe Marissa to a degree, because she didn't recognize. The thing is, limerence, you're blind. That's the thing. You're blind to the truth. All the red flags. This was the best and worst case of limerence, y'all. Because when you come down from that high and reality hits you, it is painful. It is so painful. And that's why Marissa, this is why her reaction is so devastating. This is limerence, y'all. This Ramsey and Marissa, that's what it was. And this is why, and people tell me, why don't you date shit like this? You gotta guard your heart with some men. You have to be so discerning. It goes both ways, but like I say, I date men. If I were to ever go back into the pool, that's what I did. You gotta be discerning, because a man, if you're not careful, they will take your heart like Ramsey did, throw it on the ground and step on it, stomp on it, and spit on it. This is what Ramsey did to Marissa. And that realization, the after limerence effect, is so devastating. There's stories about this too, where people literally like go crazy when they come down from the limerence high. Like it's something that's studied, and it's a real thing. This is what we're watching now, because she was literally kind of low-key begging him, and he just shut. No emotion. The door is closed for Ramsey because he can't control her. If she were willing to maybe move her job closer, I bet you if she quit law school and put out even when she's PMSing, he would have married her. I bet you he would have. That's how it goes. So Marissa dodged a big one. She dodged what could have been a devastating situation in her life. She dodged a situation that would have changed the course of her life. She dodged becoming a shell of herself in the future. So this is why I don't blame Marissa's mom. She is 100% right. Her delivery was a little, harsh, but she knows what she's talking about. A degree will never leave you. A degree will never leave you. But these cancer ass men, these Twizzler rat tail ass men, these wannabe liberal, but at the core, they are traditional Caribbean men ass niggas. I'm telling you. Marissa, listen, so many women have been trapped by men like Ramsey. They lose everything. They lose themselves. They find themselves later on in life trying to rebuild who they once were. And it's painful now, Marissa, but in the end, you're going to be successful. You're going to have your degree. You're going to still be your bubbly, effervescent self. And you're going to end up with someone who does see you. And it's a learning curve. Now she knows, now she knows what to look out for. Now she'll know what she wants. Now she can step to someone and say, listen, I'm this, I have this. Is it going to be a problem? You're going to shut down on me because I'm PMSing? Is my job going to be a problem? Does my time in the army mean, does that offend you in some way? The nerve of Ramsey. What have you done? This girl at a young age has so many accomplishments. And that's the thing with some men. When they have no accomplishments, they try to downplay yours. In reality, Ramsey can't hold a candle to Marissa on her worst day. And now with exposure, now I'm happy for her because now she has national exposure. Someone will see her for who she is. Because I tell you, she's that girl. And Ramsey is a devil ass, cancer ass, El DeBarge ass. I shouldn't even say that because El DeBarge, I love El DeBarge. Milli Vanilli ass. Blame it on the rain ass nigga. What y'all think? And then I did see that she had an interview. I gotta go watch it, but I saw it on TikTok where she interviewed after this episode came out. And she basically said, listen, this nigga blindsided me. Because up until this conversation, he was telling her still, they're good, they're good, they're good. That's why she's so devastated. And Marissa's mom spoke to Ramsey surprisingly and was saying, why are you doing this? Okay, just give it a chance. Ramsey didn't even want to date her. Usually these couples, they'll say no to the altar, but they'll still keep dating afterwards. He doesn't even want to do that. That's how you know it was all limerence. He's done with her. He doesn't care about her. He's done with her. Done. You gonna take a shower? Yeah. Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think. Yeah, this scene, I'm sorry. It's a tie between Tyler and Ramses. A tie, I tell you. Garbage ass nigga.